Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video is being seen and shared. Celine Driver once again bringing you another unboxing and review of a watch that was kindly loaned into the channel by good friend and fellow YouTuber Kevin from Wrong Time Watch. He sent several watches to me recently to play with, and this is one of them. A watch from a company that I'm very familiar with, having owned and still own several watches from Bulova, and it is pronounced Bulova, not Bulova. Please stop saying Bulova. It's not right. A fine old American based, it originated in America. I don't know if it's still American based, but it doesn't matter. Fine old watch brand, and still producing watches to this day, including this very unusual and somewhat visually shocking watch. And if we slide off the outer sleeve, we open up the watch and we take out the little shipping padding that was provided for me. Put that over there. We open up the box. We have, little setting instructions and warranty information, which is all well and good. Totally unnecessary on a three-hand dive watch, but okay. And we pull it off its pillow, and we have the Bulova 96B 350 Devil Diver in a blind man could see it in the dark orange. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, you could see this watch from space. It is bright. And I love me an orange watch. I really do. But not this bright. I mean, my God. Great bezel action, though. And truly a diver's watch. It does have the diver watch layout, with the first 15 minutes being a different color than the rest of the dive bezel. Beautifully polished. I mean, it's a beautifully put together watch with a rubber strap that fights you at every opportunity, which is another thing I don't like about this particular watch. I mean, I like the watch. Not in this color, and not with this strap. But the watch itself, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just my dislikes of this watch are based on personal taste more than anything else. They're not based on anything to do with the watch. But beautifully made watch, as Bulova always does. It is beautifully high quality polish. Screw down crown. It disengages. You can see it moves. Here, I'll do it again. Re-engaging it is very easy. So that's fully seated. If you unscrew the crown, watch how much this crown moves out from the case. It's almost there. I mean, that moves out pretty good, and that's in its neutral setting. It does clear, it does disengage with an audible, and you can feel it pop. So it really works well. First position on the crown allows you to, First position on the crown allows you to set the date. As you can see, there's the date window at the 3 o'clock. Second position does not hack the movement. The movement does not hack, but you can set the time. And there you go. Set the time, re-engage, and you're good. So it's a non-hacking movement, which is a bit of a drawback, but hey, the famous SKX line of Seiko divers didn't have a hacking movement either. Look how good they did. but it is a monstrous orange. I mean, just a huge. I mean, I could make all kinds of jokes about but blind man could see it in the dark. Orange is, but just about covers it. No offense to anyone who's blind or has a sight impairment. I have a sight impairment myself. Sign buckle, nicely polished along with the rest of the watch. Give you a wrist shot of this thing if the strap will not fight me for one time. That would be nice. There we go. It didn't fight too bad this time. So, on my 7 1/4 inch wrist, you can see it fits very nicely. It's right, the size of the watch in terms of case diameter is right about where I like it to be, in the 41, 42, 43 range. Short lugs, so it fits beautifully across my wrist in the down the barrel shot. In the overhead shot, it looks perfectly correct on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. Probably get away with wearing this down to a 6 1/2 inch wrist. I'd say anything lower than that, it's not going to look quite right, but definitely going to fit a good variety of wrist sizes. You see the spring bars are easily accessible. They're not quick release, but you can get to them with a spring bar tool very easily. And this rubber strap is cut and molded to the case. So here I have my sheet of facts, so I can give you the vital statistics on this. The Bulova 96B350 Devil Diver in brilliant orange, I guess you could call it. This is part of what they call their Oceanographer Archive series. The archive part references back to the fact that this is a case style that harkens back to the 60s and 70s, even though this is a modern watch. The movement inside is a Miyota, I can't read my writing, 821D, non-hacking, but it is an automatic and it is a self-winder. It is a 41 millimeter case, 19 millimeter lug. So finding a 19 millimeter strap or bracelet for this thing is going to be a little difficult. Maybe if I was going to put this thing, I would probably fit this on one of those Ichi mesh bracelets that I favor on so many of my watches. I would probably buy an 18 millimeter version and just put up with a little gap. I guess you could buy the 20 millimeter version and shave it down a little bit. That's up to you. I don't trust myself shaving down metal, so I would probably go 18 and live with a half millimeter gap on each side. I've done it before. Lug to lug is 45.35 millimeter. Now, the case and the lug width were on the website. I measured with my calipers the lug to lug and the thickness, which is 14.8 millimeters, to that beautiful box style sapphire crystal, another throwback to the 60s. And I love coin edge bezels. Beautiful coin edge bezel. And as I said, the bezel action on this thing is very nice. It's smooth, it's audible, and it's tight when it's locked in. Now, I could not find anywhere what kind of bezel insert this is, whether it's ceramic or metal or what. I don't know. It feels like it's sapphire. That's what it feels like to my finger, but I don't know. So you could either, and it reflects like it's sapphire. I think sapphire would be a good guess, but I don't know. But if you guys know, comment below. Stainless steel case, polyurethane strap. That's what the website calls it, polyurethane. I'm going to go with that. It's very thick, high quality. But it's very rubbery. It's very sticky. So, not a fan. I would, if I own this watch, this thing wouldn't, if I pulled this thing out of the box and it were mine, I wouldn't even put it on with this strap. It would be breaking out the strap tool and prying that sucker out of there and putting on a mesh, one of my favorite mesh straps. Maybe put on a leather strap. I don't know, but I wouldn't put this on. It just feels, it's sticky. I mean, after this video is over, I'm going to go wash my hands because my hands are sticky from this rubber, and I don't like it. Not a fan. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. 200-meter water resistance. I think I mentioned that, and of course it says that on there, doesn't it? 666 feet is 200 meters. That's where the watch gets its nickname Devil Diver. 666. Okay, I've just offended a whole bunch of people. But hey, I didn't make the watch. I didn't name it. You know. Write your letters to Bulova. Care of Bulova.com. I don't know, but I didn't name the watch. I didn't nickname it, and I sure as hell didn't certify it. So don't complain to me about the 666 feet. That's on the dial, by the way. So if that bothers you, don't buy this watch, obviously. But I would recommend you buy the watch. I think Bulova makes a very nice piece in the modern era. Of course, I own some Accutrons from way back in the 60s. One of them is older than I am, and I'm pretty old. But in fact, it's 60 years old now. That I think about it, the one I have is 60 years old now, as I make this video. But definitely a recommended watch. If you're not a big fan of this colorway, I would jump on their website and find a different colorway. If you like this, emergency signal orange, go for it. Nice watch. Definitely something to consider. Just, for me, the strap is a deal breaker, but that's me, Well, not a deal breaker, but certainly I'm not gonna. I would never wear it on the rubber strap. But if you like this video, you found it to be entertaining, informative, useful, please click that thumbs up for me. That does help the channel. Give me those thumbs up, so the more I get, the better it is for me. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. I do also still delete all nasty and trolling comments and all comments that contain links to bad places on the internet. I delete the comments and I block the commenter. If you're new to the channel, of course, I do welcome you to the channel. I'm glad you found the place. I ask that you feel free to look around and watch as many videos as you like. All I ask in return is that you click the subscribe button on the underneath the view window. And when you do, click that bell icon so that when you're a subscriber and I upload new material, you are alerted to that. And when I do live streams, which I do every Wednesday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and I try to do other live streams during the week as time and opportunity avail themselves to me, you will be alerted to these live streams. You can come over and join the fun. Meanwhile, it is still a crazy old world out there. I think it's getting crazier by the minute. So please be safe, be careful, be well. I'll see you soon.